Hey guys, so this video is if you want to start trading right now. This is how to do it, and this is the best way to do it. So, first thing that you're going to need, I'm going to tell you everything that you need, and then I'm going to tell you what to do, and it's all going to be one really long video that's continuous, so you get the basics of trading, and then you also know how to, like, pretty much do everything that's basic in this video. So, first, I would recommend reading on some books. So, I'll flip the thing around, but as you can see, this book right here I really like. There's a bunch of different stock market strategies in this that you can use to your advantage. Now this is going to be coming in handy when you finally learn how to really trade and make your own strategy, and that's really good too. And then also you have enhanced stock market strategies. This book right here, also very, very good. They both do pretty much the same thing, except this one's a little bit more mathy and on the long-term side, and the other one's a little bit more on the day trading side. And those are pretty much my two favorite books, pretty much. Now, then you're gonna need actually a book, no, like a journal. So what you need to do is, I'll tell you what the journal is for, but as you can see, I use it all for stock stuff. Shoot, you can't see it. All for stock stuff, and so you're definitely going to need a journal to know how you're doing, and also for just daily recording. So now we're going to get into the stuff that you actually need to trade. So first thing you're going to want to do, you're either going to want to download. So if you're going to go more the long-term side of things, you should definitely go for the a Webull account. Now I'm not going to show you how to do that because it's such a simple thing to do. But you should definitely finish this video because I go over a lot of the basic fundamentals in it. Just skip to where I do that if you are doing Webull. All right, so first thing, you're going to want to download Thinkorswim. But if you're actually trading like swing trading and day trading, you're going to want Thinkorswim. So first thing you're going to want to do is install Thinkorswim. Install it how you want. As you can see, there's Mac users, Linux users, pretty much everything else. Then, after you install it, and you run through the downloads and everything, then you come up here and you hit Open New Account, and you fill out all, well then you want to go to a, what's it called? A individual account, and then Open Individual Account. And once you do that and you make your username and password, then you can open Thinkorswim. And what that's going to do is it's going to show a little pop-up thing right here. And you're going to want to select live trading. Then you're going to want to put in your username and password. So then it should look something like this. So it might be a little complicated, and I know it looks a little bit crazy here. I'm going to downsize my screen face a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. So first, this is what you're going to see. Now, there might not be anything here, but I'm going to teach you how to do everything on this page. So this is your home page. As you can see, I have my NYSE, my orders, my open P&L on some positions, a heat map, and I'm going to show you how to add that. So if this is all completely blank, you can hit this. Then you can hit one of four things. You can hit My Account. Then you can go Open P&L, Portfolio Structure. So right now I'm all in TQQ, but if I wasn't in TQQ, that's how you would definitely do it. Market data, I could go to watch list heat map, select watch list, top 10, and I could go by industry, and it would basically turn out something like this. All right, but that's just the main page. So first we're actually going to get into the settings of things. So we're going to go to Setup, and we're going to go to Application Settings, and you should see a few tabs here. So you have your default account, you have your display accounts. So if you had multiple accounts, which you probably don't, you can choose to display them or not. Orders, you can manage all of that. All right, I don't really mess with that. The only thing you really want to mess with is this right here. It is the look and feel. If I can make that bigger, it'd be nice. But as you can see, we have dark. I can turn it into light. I can apply settings. Boom. And now it's light. I personally like light better. in the daytime, but it doesn't really matter what you like, so I like to leave it on dark for now. Alright, so that's what you should be seeing. Alright, so once you do that, go through application settings, display, thinkorswim notes indefinitely, calculations fast, yeah, basically just all that. Alright, so now you can set up your hotkeys right here. So if you want to click on this, like Control H is the home screen. So this is the home screen, by the way. This is the home screen. And then the stuff on the side, I'm actually going to go over that next. So the stuff on the side, it's really, really customizable. So all this stuff you can move around. So I know it's kind of giving you a seizure, but I can look at it and get a good glance of what's going on. So if I go, as you can see, I have my watch list, and I'll go over that. So if you want to add something, you come down here to this plus. Then you can basically add a watch list, live news, level 2 trading, calculator, anything, Minesweeper. You can have games, all right? So, but I already have mine open, so I like use the news. So as you can see, we have pre-market movers. If I click in here, it shows me all the pre-market movers that are highly good. We have extend hour movers and everything. So if you clicked on watch list, it should take you into something like this, but you're not going to have anything in the watch list yet. So what you can do to customize pretty much all of this is go here, and as you can see, these three little dots, and then you can either hit delete gadget or not. That doesn't really matter. If you're trying to make a watch list, this is how you do it. All right, so come here, and then I know it says something different for you, but you just come in this general area. You come down here, create watch list. You start typing in your watch list. So let's just go day trading. Day trading. Then let's just add a few basic ones. TQQQ, SQQQ, SPXL, SPXS. Now, as you can see, they're pretty much inverse of each other. This is the S&P 500 times 3. This is the NASDAQ times 3, pretty much. This is the inverse of it, and this is the inverse of it, too. So let's just say I go like that. So now you have your day trading, and I can do, you're like, where can I put that? Well, if you go into charts, if you go into chart up here, you can see that it drops down something. And it probably will look like this for you. But if you come up here and type in a ticker symbol, so let's just go Microsoft, MSFT, you can see it comes up with Microsoft. As you can see, the Microsoft logo up there, and you have all the volume down there, and you have all the trading breaks, and it's kind of complicated, but you'll get used to it. All right, so how to use the watch list. If you want to see this, all you have to do is drag it onto there. Boom, you have TQQ, that is SQQ, that's SPXS, this is XPXL, and you just drag it right on there. All right, so we'll go over how to initiate a trade, and we'll do all that stuff. But first, you're going to want to come up here, and we're going to dial in our settings for our charts. So if you come up here to this gear, you're going to want to set your time zone. So I'm in Mountain Standard Time, Denver. So you're going to want to hit show trades. And I like to see my trades, but if you don't like to see your trades, that's fine. Price axis, expansion area, I like to go 20% up and 20% down so you can draw on it. If I hit apply, that changes everything. So now you can see the chart has changed a little bit. I turned my orders on so you can see them. I have my aggression period. So you don't really have to mess with any of these except this expansion area. Bars to the right, I like it to set it 100 or 500. If we set it 500, as you can see, there's more room off to this side, allowing you to draw more. I personally like 500. You have your time axes. So this is the 1 minute. So every candle is 1 minute, and the 5-day 5 minute is the 5-day chart, but each candle is 5 minutes. Now I can create my own if I just go add time frame. And let's just say I want to go time interval, the whole year. Actually, no. Yeah, come over here to interday, and I can go. Let's go a whole year, and let's plot every candle as 1 hour. So now we have the 365 day, 1 hour. So one candle is 1 hour, and we have 365 days. Then we can go to appearance, and you can change the colors of the candles if you really want to, but you don't really have to. You can change the color of background, you can change the color of literally anything. It's really kind of crazy. So then you can also get into here. This is your candle type, and the difference is candles are like your real price act. That's your real prices. So if I wanted that, but for day trading, I personally like to use Helsinki sheet candles, and if I hit apply, you can see how smooth that is. So as soon as it turns green, you see that it's literally just a straight up, and then when it turns red, it goes down. Green, red, green, red, green, red. So as you can see right there, it's already a pretty profitable strategy, but you can bring it over here. And so I'm going to actually keep on a candle for now, but it doesn't really matter. So you can go to equities now, and I don't really like to do anything on here, but you can hit a show extended hour trading session, and it'll show what it did this morning. So actually, I'm going to look at TQQ for a minute. Okay, so equities, whatever. All right, options, show extended trading session, futures. I don't really like that. All right, boom. So you can go around and mess with the settings all you want, and if anything happens, you can just restart pretty much. Fresh, clean slate. Now, what you want to do is how you can get everything on a quick setting right here. Look at, you have your chart time. So if I go on the intraday chart, you can see that this is pre-market. I mean, this is after hours, and this is pre-market, and this is the current market right now. So if I really wanted to, let's just say, well, actually, I'm not going to do that yet because you guys would not have the ability to yet. First thing I'm going to do is, yeah, so I can just switch through all the time frames if I want to. But let's actually get some things on the chart so we can read it better. So what we're going to do is hit this little scientific thing right here. And what we're going to do is, this might be kind of complicated to you guys for beginners, but if you look at this, if you search up SMA, simp, if you search up simp, it's going to come up with simple moving average. Now you're going to want two of those, so you're going to hit add selected twice, and it should come up as this. Then you're going to want RSI, relative strength index, so just type in RSI, it's the first one. Then you're going to want MACD. Alright, so now you're going to want to come over here to this gear right here, the first one, and you're going to want to set this first one to 12, and you can go close or open high or whatever. So you can change the colors of everything, but it does not really matter that much. So I'm actually going to change it to a green for the 12 SMA. Show breakout signals, yes, so we're going to show it when it crosses. It's going to show arrows. Now we're going to come over here, and we're going to basically set this for 180. So you can just double click 180. Now I'm going to change this to a blue. As you can see, I changed it to a blue. All worked out, and now I can just hit apply. Now, as you can see, I have some more stuff on this chart now. It's kind of crazy now. So I'm going to explain what everything in this chart pretty much does. So, shoot. So actually, you're going to want to come back up to the scientific thing, and you're going to want to come up here and switch this to 15. Hit OK, hit apply. And actually, I'm going to turn off the breakout signals. It's really good for swing trading, but I'm going to turn them off. So, as you can see, we have a little bit of candles right here. Now, this is the price axis, and yeah, pretty much just that. All right, so the relative strength index. This is a mathematical thing that basically measures price per share. So if it's really high, so if it's above 70, it's considered overbought, and if it's below 30, it's considered undervalued, and basically if it's above 70, it's considered overvalued. So you want to be probably somewhere in the middle, but you want to get the best deal possible, so you want it to be low in the RSI, pretty much, all right? Now, the MACD. Now, as you can see right here, I'm basically going to teach you a really simple strategy called the MACD strategy. So, when the 120-day SMA, I mean the 180-day SMA, right here, look at this, right here, this blue SMA line right here, I'm actually going to shut this so you guys don't have a seizure. But if the candles, so these candles, this green line is trading above the 180-day SMA right here, that's the blue line, that means that the MACD strategy can work. So what I mean by that is, so you see these two lines down here, if they cross below 0, it is indicating that it's going to go up. Now the accuracy of that is about 62 or 65% of the time if you're using the correct stocks to trade in. Ticker symbols to trade in practically. So let's just find, I'm going to try to find one where it's a clean trade. That one's not above. Shoot, actually we're going to want to come down here. Change this to 120. And I'm actually going to make this a little thicker. I'm going to go width 2. Alright, so now I have a pretty clear indication of where everything is. So over here, as you can see, if I basically, we're going to come up here to the scientific thing again, and we're going to search up SMA, simple moving average, boom, come up here, go to settings, the gear thing again, and we're going to do 200. And what we're going to do is just that. And I'm actually going to do this one in a dark blue again. So, actually no, come up here and delete the 120. Keep the 120 if you're swing trading. If you're not swing trading, don't keep the 120. Boom. All right. Then you're going to want to do a EMA, so exponential moving average. And you can see it says moving average exponential. Add one of those and set it to 12 if you're day trading. All right. Now, it kind of looks a little complicated here, but if your brain can recognize patterns in this, you can basically make money off of it. So you only want to trade it when it's above. So let's just say right here, when it's trading above the 180-day SMA or the 200-day SMA, so this blue line right here, it's considered an uptrend. And what do things that are considered an uptrend tend to stay on an uptrend? So what are we going to do? We're probably going to invest in it. So this is basically its trigger area right here. So even though this is after hours, and I'll show you how to create an after hours order, you can do this. So actually, I think for day trading, I personally really like, what's it called? Even though you guys might not like it, I really like Helsinki sheet candles. They just look so much more straightforward in general. And you guys can change the color of them or whatever you want. So if you look right here, as you can see, there's a clean break. So let's just say that's after hours. It's after hours again. All right, so if you want to adjust the price scale, you can just go like that if you want. Man, there's not really any good trades today. It's kind of just on an upward trend. Yesterday was a pretty good day. So we're going to zoom in like that. All right, so as you can see, candles turn green here. They cross above fully. So this is the first green candle that's fully not touching, which means you probably would have bought on here. Now, I did show you the MACD method, but this is the SMA method. All right, so basically you're looking for a trade above it. So actually you want to take that trade because it's trading below the 120 or 180-day SMA. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that it's above the 120-day SMA or 180-day because it's officially uptrending at that point. And you want to make the best decisions as possible, so you're only trading pretty much on top of this. So as you can see right here, it crosses in the MACD right here. So the first thing you're looking for is that. Now, what you're looking for after that is you're looking for this 15 SMA, this 15 EMA, the exponential moving average. Now, there are a few different videos, but I'm not going to cover it in this video because it doesn't make sense for me to explain it. So you have this, boom. So actually, I'm gonna zoom. Why is it doing that? Okay, if I zoom in here, why is it not working like that? All right. Okay, if I could basically go like this, you can see the trades on this upper side. You can see it breaks the 120-day SMA, this blue line. Then, after that, it gets confirmation right here that it finally breaks. So this would be your entry point. Then, once it starts to crash down again on this 20 EMA, that's your sell point. So you actually would have sold about right there, and that would have been a 0.16% profit, but it doesn't really matter because you can get both sides, and if you're day trading, that doesn't really matter. But if you're swing trading it, let's just go to the hour chart because that's a good swing trading chart. Let's go like that. All right, so look at now with the 120-day SMA, you're just going to want to make sure if you're zooming out on the swing trading that it's mostly all the way above. Now, as you can see right here, pretty much every single time that it breaks above this line, it continues to go up, and that's a profitable trade, which is very, very good. But then you get to crap like this, and you kind of have to see that as consolidation. So then you get like that, and your entry point, and you would have lost money there. You would have lost money there, but this would actually be the one that you would have taken right there. Because look at, you have a perfect jump point. You would have made 4% off of it so far. It gets above the 120-day SMA. It has a cross above the MACD, so the blue line it crossed above the MACD. Even though it's high in the RSI, triple leveraged ETFs don't really qualify for that. So the RSI is it's really good for swing trading, but not ETFs. All right. Now I can show you how to use that just in a little bit. So if we go to Logitech, shoot. Okay, so this is Logitech. As you can see, it's really easy to trade. Crosses above the 15 SMA, sell when it crosses again, that's 3%, buy, and then you still wouldn't have sold yet, but you'd be up 3%, and you just want to look for these basically stocks that are trading above the blue line, which is 120-day SMA. All right, so just think right here, you would have bought, I mean, if you're swing trading this fully, and just to show you, to demonstrate the RSI, blue right here, it's considered undervalued. Then, as you can see, that's the absolute bottom. But that's not where you're going to buy. You're going to buy when it starts to show MACD reversal trends. So let's just say right about there. All right. Now, I know that's below the 120-day SMA, and that's actually really risky. But let's just say I'm a little bit of a crazy trader. Boom. The next time that it crosses is right here, but yeah, it does not really matter that much. So you just basically have to find patterns. So if you're looking at a screen, what happens? What makes this go up? What happens every single time? So like this, boom, MACD cross right there. So MACD cross, boom. Then you sell once it crosses the 15 EMA again, which is right there. Then MACD cross right here. Sell when it drops above the 15 SMA right there. Then, just like this, right there, it's right there. That's another 3%. Boom, just like that. But that's Logitech, and that's a pretty decent stock to trade. But it is not the best. There are a lot better ones. So after that, I'm going to show you how to initiate a trade. So first thing you're going to want to do is, if you're day trading, you're going to want to come over to here. It says active trader. Sorry, I need a good drink. It says active trader. This is the ladder, and it's really handy. All right, so you can see where everyone is buying and selling at the point times 1,000. So there's 1,000 shares there, 1,000 shares there, 1,000 shares there. There's 6,000 shares to sell right there, which means I'll get into that later for volume, but 6,000 shares there, and this middle price right here that's lit up is the market value. So it's the place in between. So if you wanted to sell all your stuff, if you wanted to buy, you'd move your order up. If you wanted to sell, you'd move your order down. All right. So it's really, really simple. As you can see, you can come up here, quantity, how many shares you want to buy, and let's just say I want to buy one. Now you can either go market buy, which will instantly get you in, pretty much, or you can go with you can place it on the chart for a limit order. So let's just say I only want to buy for $184. Let's just say I only want to buy for $184. I'd click it, and as you can see, my order is in, but I don't want to buy it because I didn't really do anything about Logitech. I didn't do any research. All I did was look at it and then basically analyze it. So I'm not going to buy it right now, but that was just to show you how to buy. Now you can hit auto send, so if I were to click it, like, look at, I have 2 shares there, boom. 2 orders that I just bought. I didn't buy it right then, but then you have your open P&L, so how much money you made if it's green, or how much money you lost. Now, for the non-day traders, or just really high-tech swing traders or whatever, let's just say you basically want to right-click on the chart, and you can hit buy. And now you can see I have my limit order of 1, but let's just say I'm going to go here, I'm going to de-click auto send, and I'm going to only buy for this price. So if I hit buy, see this order ticket comes up. Now if I hit edit, see all this stuff comes up. So it's type, spread, stock, buy, then you can click this, buy or sell them. Symbol, Logitech, stock. At what price do you want to sell it? Limit order. So a limit is, I will sell it for this price or higher, or I'll buy it for this price or lower. But if a market price is, sell it immediately. All right. A stop is, I'll buy it. So let's just say if I'm buying, a stop would basically be, I'll buy for anything above this. So I don't really use stops when I'm buying. But yeah. Then, so if you're trading after hours, you're going to want to come to a good extended trading hours. So you can go to EXT, but you can also go good till close. So that's what GTC means. So if you're swing trading and you only want to sell for this much, then you have you only want to sell at 116 or something, you could. So this is the quantity over here. You can hit that, boom. So let's just say I want to put it up if I want to buy 10 shares. If I wanted to buy them at, let's just go 105. All right, I hit confirm and send. I hit send. As you can see, my limit order shows up there, but that's the market price, so it has to drop till there for me to buy it. But a market price would literally just get you in up here. So yeah, pretty much that's how you buy and sell. So a lot about trading is the ability to see patterns in everything. So if you can see a pattern in something, you can capitalize off of it multiple times. So a basic stock should go up like this. Like this, boom, boom, boom. Sorry, you can't see it. So it goes up, pulls back, it goes up, pulls back a little bit. Now that's exactly what's happening here. So if I go to drawings, if I was going to show you how to drawing tool, let's just say. So I'm going to teach you guys something called the trend line. So you take the bottoms and you take the tops and you basically connect them all. So this is the range that it's trading in. So that means that the next time that it gets up to here, it's probably going to go down again. And it's just trading in this angle. So that's how you would basically do the pattern. So if it's lower on the chart, you know you're getting a better price. If it's higher on the chart, you have a higher risk of it going down. But you can go on drawing tools, and I highly recommend you just mess around with these a lot. Now I can go like this. Let's just go with the trend line. So let's just take the top. Let's just say I predict that it's going to go up here. As you can see, it gives you a little bit of information right there, and boom. All right, that doesn't really do anything, but you can draw a lot of stuff. Zoom out, you come down here. All right, so now I'm going to teach you guys how to use the other features. Now I'm actually going to move my head. so you can see it. Scan. If you go to scan, shoot, I need to move my head. Alright, so this is how you use the scan function. So you have your, now you can basically do whatever you want with these, but I'm going to erase all of them. Now there is a lot more stuff to Thinkorswim, but this is the very basics, alright? Sorry. So add filter. So you're filtering out stocks, alright? So I'm going to go a stock. What do I want the price to be? So that's the ask. What are people selling it for? Genuinely, don't buy stocks under $10 if you're just starting out to trade, alright? Because they're usually junk, and they're also considered a penny stock even though they're not less than a dollar. Still considered a penny stock. Max, let's just go, you can set your max, let's just go $113. As you can see, if I hit search, everything's going to come up, and you have a bunch of these things over here that you can do whatever you want with. You can see all the ticker symbols and then the description of them. Now, what I can do is hit add filter again, and I can filter it even more. So let's just say I want to add a fundamental. So let's just say if I'm if I'm doing a long-term thing, I can go dividend yield, current. Now let's just go 1, 10. Shoot. No, never mind. Alright, you can basically go to study, and this is for day traders pretty much. Bullish candlestick patterns, bullish engulfing. If I go bullish engulfing within the past few days, boom, it's going to search for them. Now you have all the bullish engulfing ones. Now let's just say that I want to add a pattern. So there are different patterns, and you're going to learn about it in the books, but the best ones, the basically set up, are the, shoot, where are the patterns? If I come up here to patterns, I'm going to actually deselect all selected. I'm going to go ascending triangle, channel up, rising to wedge. We're going to go triple bottom, double bottom, inverse head and shoulders. Boom. On the, let's just go on the time frame. So within 180 days on the 15-minute time frame. So now it's searching through all the stocks, and wow, we did not find a single one. So you kind of have to be a little bit touchy on this, or you don't even have to use it if you want. But you just have a few good stocks there, so you can definitely do that. Now, that's how you find the stocks, and you basically would write these down, or if you had a second screen, you can literally just drag them onto there. So yeah. But a very, very good thing to get your practice is come up here. It's called on demand. Sorry. You can't search on demand, but you can use charts. So so you can see the date here. TD Ameritrade records all the dates and all the past candle chart functions, so you can train yourself. So this is September of 2020, and let's just go active trader, and let's just say I wanted to day trade a little bit. So I'm going to set up my chart for day trading, and as you can see, it didn't break. Well, shoot, I just zoomed in a lot. So it just broke by, I missed it by a few minutes, and then I can fast forward. So this is 3 times speed. So as you can see, that was a really, really good run. So now, boom, it just broke. So what am I going to do? I'm going to hit play again, and I can basically train. It's not even real money. So let's just say I wanted to short it. So I'm going to short 100 shares. But even though it's on a downtrend, even though it's on an uptrend, yeah, so I'm basically going to actually speed it up a little bit more. Alright, so that would have been a good trade, but it didn't really follow any of our rules, so we couldn't capitalize off of it. Now, the lines can be used as support resistances. So this probably right now is a resistance. Wow, my order got rejected. What the heck? Oh wait, yeah, probably because I'm not allowed to short yet. So if I skip it a little bit more, as you can see, it's kind of forming a resistance. So it just broke above, boom. So now, get our shares in action. Broke above the SMA, right there, boom. Shoot, we can't buy 100 shares. Let's buy 10 shares. We buy 10 shares, boom. So now we're in. Now we're not really in, but this is how you train. So now we're in for the day or whatever. Strong upward trend. Leave it in there. Let's keep on going. So now we are actually down 10, 15 cents. This would be really bad if it didn't work out, but I actually don't know what's going to happen this day. So yeah, this strategy only works about 60% of the time, which is enough to make you money, but it is not enough to be correct all the time. So as you can see, now I'm down 40 cents, and I think it's going to be a double bottom. So if I was day trading, I probably would have sold there, and I would have sold for a 20-cent loss. There you go. Dropped even further. And now I'm just showing you how to do it in real time. I'm going to mute myself. Okay, so I just skipped a little bit farther, and as you can see, there's a little bit of consolidation. So consolidation is basically when it goes flat like this. So this is uptrending, this is downtrending, and this is consolidation. Consolidation is that way, all right? Flat. Upward is up, and downward is down, all right? Pretty simple. Now, do I think it's really going to go anywhere the rest of the day? Probably not. Oh, boom. Just broke above, but all right, boom. So now we actually have a pretty decent candle that's bullish. So bought some, making up our, so I'm actually going to buy 20 shares of this. So if it lets me get in, sorry, shoot, that just became a bearish candle again, and I don't know why that nothing is like really working. It's kind of acting slow, so I'm just going to reset account. So I currently have 0 positions, and I still have all my money, which they gave you $100,000, but it's not real. You can just practice with it. So I'm going to skip a little bit. All right, so now it probably looks like it's falling. Okay, now it broke fully above, so we're buying in. So we bought 20 shares of Logitech. Now it should be shooting up, as you can see. I don't know what the heck is going on here. I think I'm actually going to turn on the Helsinki can. I'm going to turn on the candles again so I can really see it. So this might look a little bit more confusing than the Helsinki, but this is real price action, so you can see what's going on. Right now, on the day, made up my losses, and now we're looking like it's going to go down. So what we're going to do is we're going to go like that. So this doesn't seem very profitable, but actually let's go to TQQ, which is a really, really good day trading one. So it just went like that. Oh my gosh, this is one of those days there nothing is like really working. So actually let's go back. Let's go a few months back further. Alright. So I'm going to scroll down because I have no idea what the heck is going on. It is kind of having a glitch out. It shouldn't for you. Actually, I'm just going to type in TQQ again. Hit enter. I think it's just Wi-Fi issues because it takes a long time to load. Alright, boom. So we have our day trading. This is XPXL. Let's actually go back in the day a little bit so I can show you guys. Alright, so right there, it's really, really overbought. I'm basically going to show you how to analyze, use basically do a stock analysis. All right. So this morning it would have been a really, really good trade because it broke above the 120-day SMA for that to be a buy. So I'm actually going to day trade a little bit here just to show you guys. So boom, broke right there. Let's buy 20 shares. Down $12, but it's on a bullish trend, so let's just see what it does. $20 shares of TQQ is actually a lot. I mean SPXL, because they're highly volatile. So as you can see, we're moving up. It shouldn't start to move like this anyways, but you know what? Let's skip a little bit farther ahead. And we're down a little bit more. So we're down $13. Now we should be up again. Man, this must have just had a massive glitch out. Because that's not market price. I got in like way above market price. Alright, so I'm just going to reset the account again. What the hell just happened? We can go back to all the way 2019. Let's just go December 2019. Alright. So, since it's below the 100-day SMA, I'm basically going to go to the inverse, so SPXS. And it is the exact SPXS. There we go. I don't know what the heck is going on. This should work. Alright, let's just go AAPL. Yeah, it's having a hard time here. QQQ. Alright, so basically I'm going to teach you how to short right now. Boom, so let's just say I only want to start shorting at this price. So I have my limit order right there. As you can see, let's just see if it gets filled. Okay, my computer must be running really, really, really slow right now because nothing is going through. Basically, that would go through. I don't know why it's not, but it would. So you can definitely practice trading on this. So if I do a market sell, can I buy? No. I'm sorry, I don't edit the videos, so it's just like whatever it is. But you should be able to definitely do that. Do whatever you want. So actually, let's go February. Let's go right then. Alright, just a few weeks ago. Alright, QQQ. Is it going to load for us? Maybe. I know this is a kind of long video. Maybe. Alright, so pre-market, as you can see, it just loaded, shot up. Let's buy a lot. So now we're... Why does it get me in like the crappiest prices ever? That is weird. I think it's just because I'm using the on-demand thing, but as you can see, it's going up. So now, just broke into the profitable zone, 20 cents, and let's just say I see a resistance at 128. 128, let's go 128. I think there's some resistance right there. So now I'm down a little bit, but the first 5 minutes are very, very hectic. So I'm going to do this. So if you don't want to know how to day trade and if you just want to see someone else do it, here you go. I'm going to basically being analyzing it as it's going. So you can see how it looks. So as it's going, first red candle of the day, 5. 5 minutes are kind of hectic. Alright, so definitely a sell because it just broke below that line right there. We lost $10, but it doesn't really matter. Now let's short it. So now we're on the other side, and that's how we're shorting. So we're actually betting it that it's going to go down. So as you can see, we are currently profitable. And I just sold out of that one. This is like really high speed because I just sped it up 3 times. Alright, sell again. Looks like it's testing again, but I think it's actually going to go down. Yep. So let's say I'm going to put a buy order for right here because I actually think it's going to fall. So you can look at the volume right here because there was a resistance right here, as you can see from that line that I just drew. So despite what this candle is saying, I'm losing money, but does not really matter right now. This is all about learning. So order just went through. So now we can take a smaller position if we want to, but we are now down only $1.40 again today. But now it's continuing on a downward trend. So let's short it again. This is essentially what day trading is, but it could be a lot harder. Now this could be definitely a support. So as you can see right there, we're currently in a loss. But yeah, it definitely can do whatever it wants. That's the whole point of it is, yeah, so that's 2 green candles in a row. We lost that, but now we're switching over again because it crossed on the other side. So now let's set a 128. So let's actually 128.37. So now just broke above. Boom, confirmed our trade. Actually, I'll drag that down to right there. Shoot, looks like it got rejected. I'm sorry, this is like really, really high speed. I'm usually on the 5-minute chart, but it would take a long time for me to do this. So I'm actually going to keep my order. Because I think it found a support right here. But that could also be a resistance. So upward pattern, as you can see, we have it goes up here, then breaks down. Now if it continues to use this as a support line, it should break above. But this is kind of the breaking point. So this could go either way by the end of the candle. Man, it's really freaking fast. You can't even tell. Alright, so that's definitely going down. So I'm basically going to reverse my order right then. Man, it just really gets you in the worst prices ever. Alright, so this could definitely be a double bottom, and man, I am just eating it right now. So actually, I'm just going to reset my account and do it for real. So reset account. So right now it's trading below, which means I can go to SQQQ and it should be going up. Now this just crossed, so it's looking for a support. So let's draw our support lines. Boom, right there. So basically, if it breaks above, let's go 1261. 1261. So we have an order here, and we haven't bought yet, but our order can get filled if the market price goes above there. So we draw our support line. It's kind of looking like a cross. It's in the middle of the RSI. Boom, we just bought. And you know what? I'm going to plan out my trade. So I think it's going to go to 1262. So that would be only for about a 20-cent gain, but I'm only trading. Okay, so let's make it real. Let's not make it real. Let's put a little bit more money in it just to show you. All right, so we sold right there for a profit. Boom, 20 cents on the day, but that's like 0.4%. So now we have a little bit of resistance, it looks like. So we can draw our line. Looks like we're going into a triangle pattern, which means that it can break at any time in any direction. So it's either going to go way up here or way down here. And we can be ready for both sides. So, boom, looks like it went up. Broke in the MACD, broke there. Looks like it's really going to be a heck of a trade. So I'm not selling yet. Not selling yet. And also you can see that if there's a lot more buyers than sellers, that the price is going to go higher because more people want the share price. But this is an ETF, so it doesn't really work like that. So like when I actually trade this, I'm trading like 500 shares or a lot more. So as you can see in the RSI, it's kind of high. And this is our first red volume, so there's more sellers than buyers at this point. Should we sell? Maybe. Maybe. So now this is an undecided candle. And we closed out our position for $2. Even though it's kind of just like what you feel. So as you can see, there's a lot of volume going on right here, which means a lot of people don't know, are fighting over the way that it's going to go. So I'm actually glad that I'm out of that, because right now, even if we had our position, it's still pretty risky. So if this was an upward trend, definitely could be. So definitely we should have bought there, but we shouldn't have sold there, but it's pretty much whatever. Because we already sold, so it does not really matter. So actually, let's go for 500 shares the next time. So as soon as it breaks above the 15 SMA again. So as you can see, it's consolidating sideways, which means that there's a possible direction change. Remove drawings. So I know that this is kind of boring, but I'm basically showing you how you would have done it. So there you go. It's about to cross the upper MACD again, and it's going down in the RSI, so it's considered overvalued. So once it breaks right here, I think I might short it, even though it's not that safe of a bet. I think I'm going to short it. So let's try to start shorting it right here. 1270. Shoot, no, that's a little high. Boom, crosses. Currently up $5, $10. So I think it's going to drop all the way back down to here. So let's go 1258. That's when I'm not. That's when I close my order. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Even if I go in the negatives right here, I mean, it has a little bit of support, but it does not have much. And also it doesn't have that much volume, and pretty much a lot of people are trying to sell at the moment. So I'm not insanely worried. So if this candle makes higher highs or breaks this, we sell. Our short position. So this might get rejected right here, which I really think it will, but we don't really know yet. Boom. Looks like it got rejected. Or not. But the candle's still open. Still. Shoot. So it hasn't fully broken the candle yet, and it still could have a possibility of going down. So it could have just been a double top, which is a form of it going down. So boom, as you can see, I was not worried, and it continued to go down, and I really think that's going to hit my stop order. So actually I'm going to go one more up. Still not worried, still not worried. That's a really bullish candle, but it's still on a downward trend in the MACD. I don't think it's low enough where it can possibly reverse yet, but it can anyways if it wants. So clearly that's a really hard resistance. So it looks like there's more buyers than sellers, which means that, oh, no, there's a lot of sellers right now. It's going down. Oh, shoot. All right, so that, it just broke above, and we lost a little bit of money. Shoot. Lost a little bit of money there. But that means that fully broke above there, which means that we basically needed to reverse our position. So actually sell it when it gets to 123. Boom. Profit there. But it crossed and it's still on an uptrend, so we still have to probably buy it again. Of course, you're not going to be doing this a bunch of times, because if you're under the $25,000 rule, which probably most of you are not going to be making any money. Still not worried. Volume's in our favor. There's currently 3 times more buyers than sellers. I'm just going to look at actually something. Currently an hour-long video, but I hope you guys are learning a lot off of this. So we're currently in an uptrend, which means we're not really going to worry about support and resistance lines at the moment, but this is a support and this is a support. So as you can see, it uses a support there, and if it breaks this line, that's when we're going to basically sell. So I'm going to have it hovered over because right now we're running at 3 times speed. And it looks like, no, it still can be, no, it's seller position because right now it's pretty broken. So now there's more buyers and sellers again, and if it breaks above, so this is our key moment. So on the MACD it broke below, but now we need it to fully break on the SMA and EMA chart on the candles. Boom, fully broke, shorting it. Still not worried. Still not worried. And let's just say we're going to take some profit here, but I think it's actually going to go pretty darn far this time. Shoot, it's just running way too freaking fast. I usually run on the 5-minute chart. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, shoot. Oh, frick. Broke. Wow, that was freaking amazing. I'm so used to the 5-minute chart. It moves so much slower. Now I'm running at 3 times speed. Actually, let's run something with a little more space. Let's run TQQ instead. So currently, look at, we're in a downward trend pattern. May have just found a support right there. So if it breaks below, so now you can see it's actually a lot more spread out. So we go here and we go 100 shares. That's $104. So we have to go 50 shares actually because you don't want to trade anything on the downtrend. So right now we're practicing shorting TQQ. We're shorting TQQ. So we're not going to take this trade. We're not going to take this trade because it's below the 120-day SMA line. As soon as it breaks below, we're going to short it. So the next candle, if this MACD is officially broke, then I'll short it. So it's close, it's close, it's close, it's close. Alright, still not there yet. MACD is still pushing along, it's trying to reverse, but it's really having a hard time. Actually, I'm just going to skip it a bit. Alright, so as you can see, it looks like we broke out of this trend, but I'm still not going to do anything yet. So we still would not have bought, even though that was a good trade. It still could be rejected by this middle line. Looks like it is. Boom. Perfect place to short right here. Boom. Perfect short. Gets rejected by the middle line. Boom. So we're actually going to hold that I think for a long time. Doesn't matter. It just got rejected, so I'm really not worried. Actually, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. It's like we're up $38. Still is not crossed, but we might have a double top, a double bottom, which means it found a support right here. $55 up. Okay, so that looks to be the bottom, so I'm going to stop shorting it. And I'm actually going to maybe reverse the MACD lines kind of cross on the next one. Actually, no, I'm going to skip ahead a bit. Look at that, kind of got rejected, so we did a good job. Alright, so now it finally broke above it, so now we can finally not short it. Okay, so it kind of got rejected again. So we're actually going to go in for a short trade. Not worried, the MACD is already crossed. But I think it's going to hit that right there. Boom, just filled our position and we're closed. Now we'll short it again if it bounces off this line, but right now it's on an uptrend. So let's see what's going on. Okay, so so it jumped above, and our buy point would have happened like a few seconds later. So I'm going to jump back again. Jump back again. So it hasn't broken yet, MACD is still not broken. EMA lines and SMA lines are still not broken. It's still using that as a support, confirming it's an uptrend, but it has to basically tell us to buy, pretty much tell us. Still not a buy, still not a buy. Getting rejected by this this 12 EMA or 15 EMA, I'm not really sure. Could be a double bottom. So let's predict that it goes up there, or it's just a downward trend. So if this candle breaks down below, that's a downward trend, and we can short it a little bit. So it hasn't fully broken. It can't be touching any of these lines. Boom, looks like we have a little bit of upward momentum volume. Looks like we can break above. On our next candle, if we might, Let's show it. Come on. Let's break above. Hasn't broken above yet, even though we have to wait for the next candle. Boom. So now it's not even touching anything. I'm not really worried about it. Good volume, good strength. So it looks like this one is going to be a really, really massive push. So I'm actually going to hold that. So we're up almost $30 or $69, $70 on the day. And we're just trading literally 100 shares here and 100 shares there, following all the rules. So broke there, sold there, broke there, sold there, pretty much. So now it's looking like it's coming down. Seller, no, it could use it as a support. But market fundamentals are basically saying that it's most likely going to go down, considering there's massive resistance. So this is going to be my last trade of the day, pretty much, so I can basically finish off the video. $75 on the day, but we haven't been really trading that much. Come on. Oh man, it looks like it's going to get rejected because there's a little bit of consolidation here. But we're still holding it until our signal goes off, because anything can happen. So I really don't think it's going to go above 105.32. So I'm going to go 29 because that's usually stuff right there. So there's a lot more sellers than buyers now. So we just sold out. That would be a really excellent trade. So actually, let's finish out. Let's see if it does anything. It kept going up a little bit more. Alright, so it basically made highs and it kept going up. So if you have any questions or comments, leave it in the video description below, and I'll try to answer you as soon as possible. But yeah, thank you for watching. See you later.